Hi, I'd like to take a moment today to discuss some rumors that have been going around about the GenDem Group, demonolatry.org, anyone who claims to be affiliated with traditional generational demonolatry, and myself, Adriana, also known as Stephanie Conley, Stephanie Reisner, S. Conley. I am the author of many demonolatry books. Evidently, there is a misconception going around that we are elitist and we're holding everyone back and we're not sharing information, and we've got like this secret knowledge that we're not sharing, and that we're mean to beginners, and that we're just not very nice people. And I guess I'm really not going to try to convince you, oh, we're nice people. I have my moments just like anybody else, where yes, I can be kind of a bitch. There's certain things like in people around me that I won't tolerate. I don't like people who are blamers, or who tend to be clingy or needy or emotional vampires, or who have addictions, or unmanaged mental conditions. All those things are very draining for me, and I really can't, I don't deal with it well sometimes. And yes, just like anybody else, I can be a bitch. There are certain things that I do believe that I will argue with other people, just like anybody else. I think we all have something like that we're really passionate about. But I don't think, I think, though, whether or not you get along with someone is really about, how personalities either work well together or they don't, or they conflict. And I think the rumors about how the GenDems are like holding all these weird secrets, I don't even know what secrets we're talking about here, because evidently, mean to beginners or whatever. Really, what it comes down to is a lot of people who are generational demonolators, who practice a traditional demonolatry. If you really need a definition of that, there's a really great article in the spring 2010 issue of Black Serpent that kind of covers what traditional generational demonolatry is, by Mike Delaney. You can look that up. But anyway, the thing of it is a lot of those people are like older adults. They're not really like on the internet. They don't make themselves like really available or open to everybody. And I think that's where the people who have been running around the web telling everybody this kind of misunderstood. I think they thought that these people should make themselves available to everybody for questions and all of that stuff. And I think that maybe they did have a bad experience because they kind of harassed those people. And those people kind of got pissed, the generational demonolators kind of got annoyed by being harassed. I promise you, we're really not hiding any information from anybody. You can find a lot of generational demonolators worked on this book here, The Demonolator's Guide to Demonic Magic. There's like a ton of really great stuff in here. Mike Delaney wrote The Sanctus Quattrodecim, which is a book about sigil magic from his family's grimoires. I mean, Ellen Perspell, who's also generational, well, she married into a generational family. She wrote a really great book about goetic demonolatry. And nobody's ever said in any of these books, this is the way it's done. You have to do it this way. If you don't do it this way, you're not a demonolator. No. That's not true. Now, granted, there are like set ways that like people who practice our type or our denomination of demonolatry do things. Like we'll use the ZD invocation symbol. You're not required to use that. You don't have to. We're not going to go, oh, you're not a demonilator because you don't use the DZ invocation. It's not like that. That's so stupid. We're not that petty. And yeah, I'll argue with people, invocation versus evocation, especially, if I think maybe they're not being so respectful. I'll argue it, okay? But I'm not going to be. And yeah, okay, there have been times where I have gotten in heated arguments with people because I tend to be one of those people that mirrors people's attitudes back at them. So if they come to me and they're like, oh, well, I'm so great and I know all this shit, I'm going to be that way right back with them. I mean, it's a well-known fact that most magicians are assholes. It's true, we are. And we can be very egotistical. I mean, just look around. I mean, anybody who's been, in the community of online occultists for any amount of time knows that, magicians can be very arrogant. And it's, you know, and then you look back at yourself and you look at what you said and you're like, oh God, that was so stupid of me. I was such a dumbass. But you know, everybody makes mistakes, or they say something, or they get in a heated argument with someone that they don't agree with. My personal suggestion is, like, before you believe the rumors and come to me and go, oh, is it true that you do this, or true that this happened, or whatever, that maybe what you should do is, you know, not worry so much about what everyone else says, and, you know, I don't know, make your own decision. Get to know me and see if I really am a bitch. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you and I won't get along, and maybe you will think I'm a bitch. But, you know, a lot of people haven't, I don't know, thought that way about me. So, really, and likewise, people that I don't like, you may like them just fine. That's cool, too. And of course, I'm the bigger person here, though, because I'm not running around talking about my critics by name either. So, I'm not nearly that tactless or that much of a whiner baby. But I did figure I should at least bring up, you know, address the problem, because clearly with people asking me about it, there is an issue there, and I am more than willing to address any questions about, you know, what has been said about the generational demodulators. So definitely, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.